Have you ever met someone in their 70s or 80s who moves with the energy of someone half their age? They walk with a spring in their step, eyes full of life, laughter lines etched on their face, but not worn down by time. You can't help but ask yourself, what's their secret? Is it good genes? Maybe. But more often than not, it's not about luck or magic. It's about choices, simple yet powerful habits that anyone can adopt. And here's the twist, some of these habits are so easy and accessible, they might surprise you. Today, we're about to reveal 5 key activities that set these vibrant individuals apart. The fifth one especially will likely catch you off guard. Even doctors and scientists are intrigued by it. So, if you stick with me until the end, I promise you'll walk away with something truly transformative. But before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a like. It helps us reach more people looking to live longer, healthier lives. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. You won't want to miss any of the timeless health tips we have in store for you. Oh, and if you enjoy this video, drop a comment saying number 1. If you don't comment, number 0. I read every single one because your feedback helps me improve and serve you better. Now let's dive into habit number 1, the surprisingly powerful act of taking regular walks. 1. Take regular walks, the foundation of lifelong vitality. If you've already built walking into your routine, congratulations. You're part of a rare group of individuals who truly grasp the life-changing impact of this seemingly simple habit. You're already making choices that protect your heart, lift your mood, and extend your lifespan. You're not just moving your feet, you're walking your way into a healthier, longer, more vibrant life. But let's take a step back for a moment. Why is walking of all things so essential? Why do health experts around the world, from cardiologists to neurologists, consistently recommend it? Let's paint the picture. Imagine the inside of your body as a bustling city and your heart is the central train station. Every beat sends out a train of oxygen-rich blood to the rest of your body. When you walk, that train starts running smoother, faster, and more efficiently. Your circulation improves, blood pressure drops, and your heart learns to pump smarter, not harder. Studies from respected institutions like Harvard Medical School have shown that walking regularly can reduce your risk of heart disease by nearly 40%. That's not a minor detail. That's the kind of statistic that could save your life. And yet walking isn't just about protecting your heart. That's just the beginning. Did you know that walking right after a meal can help regulate your blood sugar levels? Especially for older adults or those at risk for type 2 diabetes, this simple act becomes a powerful ally. It allows your body to use up excess glucose in the bloodstream, reducing insulin spikes and preventing long-term complications. Walking also combats high blood pressure and obesity, 2 silent threats that chip away at your health over time. And here's something most people overlook by walking consistently. You're training your metabolism to work more efficiently, helping you maintain a healthy weight without drastic diets or intense workouts. Still wondering if walking is worth your time? Unlike running or intense exercise that can stress your joints over time, walking is low impact. That means it strengthens the muscles around your knees and hips without putting pressure on them. Think of it like oiling the gears of a machine. The more you move them gently and regularly, the better they function. As we age, our bones naturally lose density. But walking stimulates the cells that build bone, especially when paired with vitamin D and a calcium-rich diet. It's like giving your skeleton a daily tune-up. But perhaps the most beautiful gift walking gives us lies in the mind. Have you ever gone for a walk after a stressful day and felt your shoulders drop, your breathing slow, and your thoughts begin to settle? That's no coincidence. That's science at work. When you walk, your body releases endorphins and natural chemicals that act like internal antidepressants. They boost your mood, anxiety, and leave you feeling more grounded. Even just 20 minutes of walking can reduce cortisol, the stress hormone levels in your body. It's a reset button for your brain. And the best part, it's free, no prescription needed. Now, if you're thinking, I'd love to walk more, but I just can't seem to make it a routine, don't worry, you're not alone. The secret isn't motivation, it's strategy. Start with small, realistic goals. Maybe you begin with just 5 minutes in the morning, then 10, then 20. The brain loves routine. And once walking becomes part of your daily rhythm, your body will actually begin to crave it. You can also pair your walk with something you enjoy. A favorite podcast, an uplifting playlist, the sounds of birds in the park. Turn your walk into a time of peace and pleasure, not pressure. Consider designating a walking buddy. Whether it's a spouse, a neighbor, or even your dog walking with someone, can turn a solo task into a shared joy. The accountability, conversation, and connection can be just as nourishing as the exercise itself. And here's a tip from longtime walkers invest in quality footwear. A comfortable, well-fitted pair of walking shoes can make all the difference. Don't wait until you have blisters to realize the value of good support. In a world dominated by screens and constant digital noise, walking offers something precious presence. Put your phone on silent. Leave the notifications behind, and as your feet hit the ground, bring your attention to the rhythm of your steps, the feel of the breeze, the warmth of the sun. This simple practice turns your walk into a meditation, a space to connect with your own body and spirit. Try this the next time you go for a walk. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, then exhale slowly. As you move, let your thoughts drift like clouds. You might be surprised how many of life's worries suddenly feel smaller after a good walk. One of the greatest things about walking is the freedom it gives you. No two walks have to be the same. You can explore new routes, uncover hidden parks, or simply rediscover your neighborhood through fresh eyes. Each walk becomes an opportunity for a tiny adventure. Notice the trees you've passed 100 times but never really looked at. Smile at the stranger walking their dog. Feel the crunch of gravel under your shoes or the soft grass beneath your feet. This is life happening in real time. And in that moment, you're not just walking, you're living. You don't need a gym membership, you don't need fancy gear, you don't even need a lot of time. All you need is the willingness to take that first step. So here's a question: what's stopping you from going on a short walk today? Even just 5 minutes outside can make a difference. And 5 minutes today can become 10 tomorrow. Then 15, then more. The small actions you take now compound into a future of strength, independence, and joy. Every step is a statement that says, I choose to live well. Let's recap. Walking improves heart health and lowers your risk of chronic disease. It strengthens bones and muscles while protecting joints. It boosts mental health by lowering stress and releasing feel-good hormones. It enhances your sense of presence and joy in everyday life. And it's simple, free, and accessible to nearly everyone. Walking is not just exercise, it's an act of self-love. In the next section, we'll explore the second powerful habit that helps people age gracefully, and this one has to do with something even more overlooked than walking. It might be hiding in plain sight, and you'll want to stick around for it. So stay with me and keep walking forward. 2. Pay attention to your diet, nourish your life from within. We've just uncovered how something as simple as daily walking can unlock a healthier, more energized version of yourself. But movement alone isn't enough. What you feed your body is just as crucial. Think of your diet as the fuel that powers your every step, your thoughts, and even your emotions. So let's talk about food, not just what fills your plate, but what shapes your health, your aging process, and the energy you carry into each day. As we grow older, sticking to a nutritious diet can feel increasingly difficult. Between changing taste preferences, busy routines, and the overwhelming amount of dietary advice out there, it's easy to get lost. But here's the truth: maintaining a balanced, health-supporting diet is one of the most powerful decisions you can make to live a long, vibrant, and fulfilling life. And you don't have to overcomplicate it. Eating healthfully isn't just about following trends or cutting out entire food groups. It's about giving your body what it genuinely needs to thrive. It's a form of self-respect and daily care. Let's start with the basics. When it comes to aging gracefully, natural whole foods are your strongest allies. These include colorful fruits, crisp vegetables, hearty whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Each bite of these foods delivers a rich combination of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, nutrients that help protect your cells, power your organs, and keep your muscles and bones strong. They regulate your metabolism, strengthen your immune system, and fuel your body with clean, sustaining energy. It's like giving your inner engine the cleanest fuel possible. On the flip side, processed and prepackaged foods often contain harmful additives, hidden sugars, excess salt, and trans fats that wreak havoc on your health over time. These substances may taste good in the moment, but they quietly contribute to weight gain, high blood pressure, inflammation, and even chronic illnesses. Ask yourself, is a moment of flavor worth years of fatigue or disease? Here's something many people overlook. Your diet doesn't just affect your waistline or your heart. It directly influences your brain. Yes, what you eat can either sharpen or dull your mind. In fact, multiple studies, including research from the National Institute on Aging, show that eating a healthy, nutrient rich diet can lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of cognitive decline by up to a third of it. That's a game changer, especially when we realize that our brains need just as much care as our bodies, if not more. So every time you choose fresh whole foods over processed ones, you're not just feeding your stomach. You're protecting your memory, your clarity, your creativity, your very identity. Now let's talk about a quiet hero in your diet: fiber. Fiber may not get the spotlight it deserves, but it plays a major role in healthy aging. Found in foods like leafy greens, beans, oats, and fruits with their skins on fiber aids, digestion prevents constipation and promotes a healthy gut microbiome. And why is gut health so important? Because your gut is like your body's command center for nutrient absorption. When it functions well, your entire system, from your skin to your mood, gets a boost. Yes, even your emotional well-being is connected to your gut. Not all fats are bad. In fact, some are absolutely essential, especially omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation, support brain function, and protect your heart. Incorporating omega-3s into your daily meals doesn't have to be difficult. Try adding flax seeds or chia seeds to your morning smoothie. Snack on walnuts. Enjoy grilled salmon or sardines once or twice a week. These small choices help nourish your brain, improve memory, and lower the risk of age-related diseases. Imagine your brain as a complex machine. Omega-3s are the oil that keeps it running smoothly. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means it's easier than ever to become mildly dehydrated, and the effects can be serious. Low hydration affects your energy levels, makes your skin appear dull, and puts strain on your kidneys. Make it a habit to drink plenty of pure water throughout the day. If plain water doesn't appeal to you, herbal teas are a fantastic alternative. They hydrate the body while also delivering antioxidants and promoting gentle detoxification. But steer clear of sodas and processed juices. These often contain added sugars and artificial ingredients that undo the benefits of your healthy meals. One of the most effective strategies for improving your diet is also one of the simplest: plan your meals in advance. Weekly meal planning helps you stay on track, avoid last-minute unhealthy decisions, and ensure you're getting the right mix of nutrients each day. It reduces stress, saves time, and helps you avoid reaching for whatever's convenient when hunger strikes. And it's not just about lunch or dinner. Plan your snacks too. Keep nuts, yogurt, fruit, or sliced veggies on hand. When healthy choices are ready and waiting, you're far more likely to stick with them. Another powerful yet overlooked habit: cooking your own meals. When you cook at home, you decide what goes into your food, how much oil, how much salt, how fresh the ingredients are. Home cooking lets you explore new flavors and nourish your body in ways takeout never can. It's not just a task, it's an act of love. Over time, you'll start looking forward to mealtimes, not just for the food, but for the pride in knowing you're actively supporting your health. And don't worry about being a master chef. Start small. Boil some vegetables, grill a piece of fish, toss a fresh salad. Even simple dishes made with intention can transform your relationship with food. Healthy eating isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Start with tiny changes that are easy to maintain. Maybe it's swapping white bread for whole grain, adding a piece of fruit to breakfast, drinking one more glass of water each day. These little shifts repeated over time create a powerful ripple effect on your long-term health. And remember, eating well doesn't just help you feel better today. It builds the energy, strength, and mental clarity that make every day richer, more joyful, and more fulfilling. You deserve that. If you're still watching and this message resonates with you, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, walking this journey with me. Your time is truly valuable, and I'm honored to spend these moments with you. Next up, we'll explore the third key activity to aging gracefully, one that has nothing to do with your body, but everything to do with your mind. Stay tuned, and let's keep growing stronger together. Stay mentally active. We've just talked about how what you put on your plate can directly impact your physical health and cognitive sharpness. Now let's turn our focus to something just as vital, if not more so, your brain. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why, or struggled to recall a name that was on the tip of your tongue? These little slips might seem harmless at first, but over time, they remind us how important it is to keep our minds as active as our bodies. As we age, it's natural for certain cognitive functions like memory, concentration, or mental speed to slow down. But here's the encouraging part. While aging is inevitable, cognitive decline doesn't have to be. Research has shown that keeping your brain active can significantly slow the natural progression of cognitive decline. More importantly, it can help delay or even prevent the onset of serious neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's disease and dementia. In fact, one study from Stanford University discovered that people who engage in regular mentally stimulating activities experience cognitive decline up to 30% slower than those who don't. That's not just a minor difference, it's life-changing. It means more years of independence, more time enjoying your passions, and more memories created with the people you love. So what does it really mean to keep your mind active, and how can you start today? The good news is that training your brain doesn't require fancy tools or expensive programs. The opportunities are everywhere, and the more varied, the better. Let's start with something simple yet incredibly powerful: reading. Whether it's a gripping novel, a magazine article, or even the daily news, reading regularly is one of the most effective ways to stimulate your mind. It expands your vocabulary, strengthens your reasoning skills, and keeps your brain processing new information much like a mental workout. Think about it. When you get lost in a mystery novel, your imagination is at work piecing together clues. When you read nonfiction, you're building your understanding of the world, absorbing facts and ideas that challenge your thinking. Every page turned is another step in keeping your mind sharp and engaged. What do puzzles, Sudoku, and crosswords all have in common? They make your brain work, and they're fun. These types of problem-solving activities challenge different cognitive areas such as memory, attention, logic, and critical thinking. When you solve a puzzle, you're not just passing time, and you're actively strengthening the connections between brain cells. You're improving your mental flexibility and sharpening your focus. And the best part, the satisfaction of completing a challenge is deeply rewarding. It gives you a small daily sense of accomplishment that builds confidence and keeps your brain agile. So the next time you're enjoying a board game or working on a crossword, know that you're doing something truly beneficial for your long-term brain health. Another fantastic way to keep your mind vibrant is to learn a new skill. It could be anything from speaking a new language to playing an instrument to trying a hands-on hobby like painting, sewing, or gardening. Every time you step into unfamiliar territory, your brain is forced to adapt. It forms new neural pathways, improves memory, and builds resilience. Have you ever watched someone learn to play the piano later in life? Or picked up knitting needles yourself just to see what you could create? These moments are more than just hobbies. They're brain training in action. Even mastering a new recipe can stimulate problem-solving, sequencing, and attention. Every skill you add is like adding another layer of richness and depth to your cognitive health. We are social creatures. And just like our muscles need resistance to grow stronger, our minds need interaction to stay healthy. Having meaningful conversations, whether with a friend over coffee, a family member on the phone, or even someone new in your community, challenges your brain in powerful ways. You're not just exchanging words, you're processing emotions, interpreting ideas, and responding thoughtfully. These social interactions also boost your emotional health, offering a sense of belonging and support. And emotionally healthy individuals tend to stay mentally sharper for longer. So don't underestimate the power of staying connected. Join a book club, volunteer, call an old friend. Every conversation is a mental tune-up. Let's shift gears for a moment. While keeping your mind busy is important, so is learning to slow it down. That's where mindfulness and meditation come in. In just a few quiet minutes, a day practices like deep breathing or focused meditation can reduce stress, increase concentration, and improve your emotional balance. These habits have been shown to support brain health by lowering cortisol levels. That's your stress hormone, calming the nervous system, and enhancing clarity. Imagine sitting quietly, eyes closed, listening to your breath, letting go of worries, centering your thoughts. That small act doesn't just bring peace in the moment. Over time, it builds a more focused, stable, and resilient mind. Here's the heart of it. Stimulating your mind isn't just about avoiding decline. It's about building a life rich in purpose, curiosity, and joy. When you challenge your intellect at any age, you're strengthening your ability to adapt to change. Whether that change is emotional, physical, or mental, your mind becomes better equipped to face it with confidence. And the beauty of this, you can begin at any stage of life. It's never too late to take the first step toward a more engaged, thoughtful, and fulfilling future. Each book you read, each puzzle you solve, each conversation you enjoy, these are all investments in your well being. So why not start today? Pick up that book you've been meaning to read. Try a new recipe, call a friend, or sit quietly and breathe for 5 minutes. Every small action adds up, and every choice you make today shapes the person you'll be tomorrow. Because an active life truly equals an active mind. And nurturing your mental health today will pay dividends in your independence, happiness, and overall quality of life for years to come. And now that we've fueled both body and mind, it's time to talk about building real strength, do strength training. Now that we've fueled the mind with purpose and mental stimulation, it's time to focus on something just as essential, strengthening the body that carries it all. You see, while an active brain helps you stay mentally independent, a strong body gives you the physical freedom to live life on your own terms. And at age 70, 80, or even beyond, the decision to incorporate strength training into your routine might just be one of the most transformative choices you can make. It's not just about staying fit. It's about preserving your independence, your stability, and your overall quality of life. Let's start with your bones. Over time, bones naturally lose density, a process known as osteoporosis, that can make them more fragile and prone to breaks. But strength training, that's your shield. Weight-bearing exercises like lifting light weights or using your own body weight apply just the right amount of controlled stress on your bones. And just like muscles, bones respond to this challenge by becoming stronger and denser. This is especially critical as we age, because stronger bones mean a lower risk of fractures, and fewer fractures mean a more active, mobile, and confident lifestyle. Think of it this way. Every squat, every lift, every push you make isn't just building muscle. It's reinforcing the foundation of your body. You're literally fortifying your frame from the inside out. And when your bones are strong, everything else, your posture, your movement, your sense of balance, improves too. Speaking of balance, do you know what one of the most common reasons for hospitalization among older adults is falls? A misstep, a wobble, or a moment of instability can lead to serious injuries, sometimes even life-changing ones. But strength training is one of the most powerful tools we have to prevent these falls before they happen. Why? Because strength training doesn't just build muscle. It improves your coordination and balance by targeting the exact muscle groups responsible for stability. When you strengthen your legs core and glutes, you create a more solid, responsive foundation. Your body becomes better equipped to react to uneven surfaces, sudden shifts, or unexpected obstacles. Imagine walking across a room, reaching for something overhead, or stepping onto a curb with confidence, not caution. That's the power of strength. And with every session, you'll find your balance improving, not just physically, but emotionally too. Let's talk about something deeply empowering, the ability to take care of yourself. Strength training allows you to maintain autonomy, the freedom to do everyday things without assistance. Carrying groceries, opening jars, climbing stairs, standing up from a low chair, these simple actions rely on strength more than you might think. The stronger your muscles and bones, the easier these tasks become. And when you're able to do more on your own, you feel more capable, more energized, and more in control of your life. That's what strength training gives you. It's not about lifting heavy weights at the gym. It's about lifting your life so you can keep doing the things you love without depending on others. Whether it's gardening, playing with grandkids, traveling, or just moving around your home safely, strength equals freedom. Let's return for a moment to the issue of falls, because this is where strength training truly shines. According to the National Institute on Aging, consistent strength training can reduce the risk of falling by up to 40%. That's not a small improvement. It's a dramatic reduction in one of the biggest risks to your independence and well-being. By improving your muscle strength balance and bone density, you're building a body that's more responsive. You're teaching your muscles how to react quickly and effectively, catching yourself before you stumble, regaining footing when you feel off balance. It's prevention at its best, quietly, working in the background of your daily life to protect you when you need it most. Here's the best part. You don't need a fancy gym membership or special equipment to benefit from strength training. You can get started right in your own living room using everyday items or even just your body weight. Let's go through a few simple but highly effective exercises. 1. Squats. A classic movement that strengthens your legs, glutes, and core. Start by using a chair, Sit down and stand up slowly, focusing on control. As you grow stronger, try bodyweight squats. Want more of a challenge? Hold small weights like water bottles for extra resistance. 2. Arm movements. Light exercises like bicep curls or lateral raises are great for building upper body strength. You can use hand weights or simply grab 2 soup cans. These moves help with lifting, pushing, and reaching skills you use every day. 3. Planks. One of the most effective exercises for your core, which supports balance and posture. Start with a few seconds at a time. If a traditional plank is too difficult, try it on your knees or even against a wall. Build slowly, and you'll be amazed at the progress. 4. Leg raises. These can be done sitting or lying down. Lift one leg, hold it briefly, then lower it. This helps improve leg strength and mobility. It's gentle yet surprisingly powerful in maintaining lower body function. 5. Wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall, place your hands on it, and do push-ups at a slight angle. Adjust difficulty by changing the angle. Higher surfaces are easier, lower ones more challenging. This builds chest and arm strength without strain. Each of these exercises is simple, safe, and effective, and they can be done in just a few minutes a day. The key is consistency, not intensity. It's not about how hard you push yourself, but how regularly you show up. If you've made it this far and found this valuable, leave a comment below with the number 3, just so I know you're still with me and finding this helpful. Your time means so much. How to start safely now. If you're just beginning your strength journey, or if it's been a while since you last exercised, remember slow and steady wins the race. Start with low-intensity movements and focus on good form. There's absolutely no rush. Think of this as a long-term investment in your health, not a sprint to perfection. Gradually increase your intensity as your strength improves. And most importantly, listen to your body. Rest when needed, adjust when necessary, and if you have any health concerns or pre-existing conditions, speak with a medical professional before beginning a new routine. It's never too late. You might think, isn't strength training for younger people? But that couldn't be further from the truth. Even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond, your body still has the ability to grow stronger. Muscles and bones may take a bit longer to respond, but they do respond. Every rep, every movement, every effort brings real, measurable change. With time, you'll notice improved posture, better mobility, and more confidence in the way you move through the world. That's the reward of staying committed. Because strength training isn't just about muscle, it's about reclaiming your power, your freedom, and your right to live fully and independently for as long as possible. And now that we've built a solid foundation of physical strength, let's shift to something just as powerful: our relationships with others. As we've explored how physical and mental habits shape our health, there's one more crucial area we can't ignore: our connection with others. Staying socially engaged as we grow older isn't just a pleasant luxury, it's a vital part of a long, fulfilling life. The importance of human connection truly cannot be overstated. In fact, loneliness, a silent companion for many in their later years, has emerged as one of the most serious threats to our emotional, mental, and even physical well-being. Think about this: prolonged isolation doesn't just make you feel down. Its impact can be just as damaging to the body as smoking cigarettes or living with chronic heart disease. Yes, being lonely can physically hurt you. It chips away at your health from the inside out, intensifying feelings of anxiety, depression, and emotional distress. Over time, these feelings can quietly erode your quality of life. That's why maintaining relationships isn't a sentimental suggestion. It's an essential practice for healthy aging. Whether it's staying close to family, reconnecting with old friends, or even striking up conversations with neighbors or fellow members of a local club, nurturing these bonds keeps us grounded. These interactions provide a powerful sense of belonging, emotional support, and shared joy. They remind us that we are not alone. We are at our core social beings. This innate need for connection isn't just about companionship, it's scientifically linked to better cognitive and mental health. When you regularly engage in social activities, maybe you volunteer for a cause close to your heart, join a local walking group, or simply sit down for a heartfelt chat over coffee, you're not only feeding your soul, you're also keeping your brain alert, agile, and engaged. Meaningful conversations, shared laughter, even the act of planning time together, they all give us purpose. And that sense of purpose acts like a shield, protecting us from the dark cloud of loneliness, while lifting our spirits and broadening our outlook on life. There's more. Socializing regularly doesn't just boost your mood, it reduces stress levels, lowers the risk of cognitive decline, and builds resilience against life's inevitable challenges. Your immune system benefits too. Isolation has been linked to a weakened defense system and higher susceptibility to illness, something none of us can afford to overlook. Don't underestimate the power of something as simple as making plans with someone you care about. Every shared moment is more than a memory. It's a step toward keeping your mind vibrant and your heart open. And here's a remarkable statistic that drives it all home. Research from the University of California found that older adults who maintain strong social ties live on average up to 5% longer than those who remain isolated. Let that sink in. Half a lifetime more just from meaningful human connection. It's not just about adding years to your life, but adding life to your years. When you water the garden of your relationships, those relationships will blossom and in turn nourish you. They help keep your spirit alive, your mind sharp, and your body more resilient. So don't wait. Pick up the phone, send that message, join that class, say hello to a neighbor. Each connection you make is a powerful thread in the fabric of your well-being. So, what have you taken away from today's journey into aging with vitality, grace, and purpose? We hope these simple but impactful habits remind you that growing older doesn't mean growing smaller. It means growing deeper, wiser, and more connected than ever before. Now it's your turn. What's one small change you'll make today to live a richer, healthier life? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Your story could inspire someone else to take their first step toward a brighter future. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us keep bringing you thoughtful content that uplifts, informs, and empowers. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep living fully, loving deeply, and aging boldly.